Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Learn and Success, the channel where you learn real English slowly, clearly, and confidently. I'm Jenifa, and in today's video, I will teach you the best techniques to help you never forget English words again. Yes, never again. We will go step by step. You will hear real examples, you will repeat with me, and you will learn how to remember English words for life. So get comfortable and let's begin. All right, let's start with a simple truth. If you forget words quickly, it's not because you're lazy. It's because your brain didn't learn the word deeply. Words you only see once are like strangers. You forget them fast. But words you use, hear, see, and connect, those become your friends. So how do we make new English words our friends? Here are my favorite techniques. Let's talk about one of the most important things you can do when learning a new word. Don't just learn the word alone. Don't just read it one time. Don't just write it on a list. That doesn't help much. You need to put the word into a real sentence, a sentence that means something to you. You need to use it the way people actually speak. Make it feel like something you would say in your everyday life. Let me show you how. Let's take the word charge. Charge means to put electricity or power into your phone or device. Now don't just repeat charge, charge, charge. That really doesn't help. Instead, try this. Say it with me. I need to charge my phone. Good. Now say, I need to charge my phone before I leave the house. That's even better. One more. I couldn't call you. My phone wasn't charged. Now try this one. Excuse me, is there a place to charge my phone here? Good. That's how people speak in real life. That's real living English. Let's try another word. The word is delay. Delay is used when something happens later than expected. Now say it with me. There was a delay at the airport. Good. Another one. The train was delayed because of the snow. Good. One more. Sorry for the delay, my meeting ran late. You see, every sentence gives the word a new life. You're not just learning the meaning, you're learning how to use the word. Let's try another one. The word is borrow. Borrow means to take something from someone for a short time and give it back later. Now say it with me. Can I borrow your pen? Good. Now this one. I borrowed a book from the library. Great. Try this one. He borrowed my bike and didn't return it. Awesome. Do you see what you're doing? Each sentence is like a story. Your brain doesn't remember the word borrow, but it remembers asking for a pen, going to the library, someone taking your bike. That's how you learn vocabulary. Now let's do one more word together. The word is messy. Messy means not clean or not organized. Now say this sentence with me. My desk is messy. Great. Another one. Her hair looks messy today. Good. Now try this. The kitchen was messy. Great. Let your brain see the picture. Imagine your messy desk. Can you see the dirty kitchen? When you create a picture in your mind, the word stays longer. And here's my little daily challenge for you. Every day, choose just one word, but make 3 full sentences with it. Say those sentences out loud. Use them in your conversations or send them in a text. The more you use the word in real-life sentences, the faster it becomes part of you. Repeat it in the morning. Repeat it in the evening. See it, say it, use it. That's how you own a word. Okay. Here's another powerful tip. If you want to remember new English words for a long time, you need to use them quickly. Yes, quickly. Within 24 hours. Why? Because if you don't use a new word soon after learning it, your brain throws it away. It says, this word isn't important. I can forget it. So remember this simple rule. Use it or lose it. If you learn a new word today, try to use it today. Say it out loud. Write it in your notebook. Send a message to a friend using it. Or speak it into your phone. All right, here is another secret to remembering English words. Don't just learn the word, make it personal. Connect it to your own life, your memories, your feelings. When a word means something to you, your brain keeps it. Think of it like this. A word is like a photo. If it's a photo of a stranger, you forget it. But if it's a photo of your family, you remember it forever. So let's make your words feel like family. The word is nervous. Nervous means feeling worried or afraid, usually before something important. Now say this sentence with me. I felt nervous before my job interview. Now think about the last time you felt nervous. Maybe before a test, before speaking English, before meeting someone new. Now say this sentence with me. I get nervous when I speak in English. That sentence is yours. Now the word belongs to you. One more. He was nervous before the big exam. Make a picture in your mind. Imagine the feeling. That's how you remember it. Here is another word. Lonely. Lonely means feeling sad because you are alone. Now say this sentence with me. She felt lonely in the new city. Now say, I sometimes feel lonely when no one is around. If that feels true, the word becomes real for you. One more. He moved away and felt very lonely. Words with emotions are powerful. The more you connect a word with your own story, the deeper it stays. Okay, here is one of my favorite techniques. Visualize it. That means don't just say the word. See the word in your mind. Create a picture. Your brain loves images. Let's try it. The word is climb. Climb means to go up. Now say the sentence with me. I want to climb that mountain. Now stop. Close your eyes. Imagine the mountain. Picture yourself wearing boots and a backpack. You're walking up the path. Now say it again. We climb to the top of the hill. Great. The child climbed the tree quickly. You're not just learning the word, you're seeing it, you're feeling it. That makes it unforgettable. Next time you learn a word, ask yourself, what do I see when I hear this word? Can I make a small movie in my head? Okay, here is a big game-changing tip. Don't learn random words. Instead, learn connected words. Words from the same topic. Words from the same story. Your brain loves groups and stories. Let's try it with weather words. The word is cloudy. It's cloudy today. I think it might rain. Next word, breeze. There is a nice breeze this morning. Next word, storm. The storm last night was very loud. Now imagine a short story. It was cloudy. The breeze stopped. A big storm came, thunder and lightning. Now those words are connected in your brain. And that's it for today's video. You didn't just listen. You practiced. You imagined. You made real connections. Remember, learning English is not about memorizing words. It's about using them, feeling them, and living with them every day. I'm Jenifa, and this is Learn and Success. Until next time, keep listening, keep practicing, and keep believing in yourself. Bye for now.